Sweater.
Yeah, we can put some tape on it if it's...
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Well, collectors, here we are again. I think this is box opening number 29, and today is March the 30th, 2020.
22.
So, or 22. Yeah, I'm only off 2 years. Oh well. But anyhow, we don't have a lot of unboxes this time, but hopefully there'll be something interesting. We shall see. But since we don't have a lot of boxes, I thought I would give you one of my old stories again. So I hope that you'll like this one. This happened, about 5 or 6 years ago. And we dealt with a rock star for about 25 years by the name of Lemmy Kilmister. And Lemmy Kilmister had the band called Motorhead, wasn't that it, Ob?
That's it.
Yeah, Motorhead. And it was real heavy acid rock, and not my kind of thing. I don't know. I haven't liked any of the music since Frank Sinatra died, so you know where I am with music. I kind of listen to classical music, but Lemmy would call from time to time or send faxes, and as a lot of you guys may know, he was a really heavy-duty dagger collector. He loved German daggers, and he made a few videos, and I'm sure you people have seen him, of his house where he showed a few of his daggers, which I had too. And he used to send me lyrics once in a while. What did I think of this song or that song? And I kind of looked at it and sort of into the can it went, but which I feel bad about now. And he sent me some signed albums that I think are somewhere around here. But then we heard that that Lemmy died. I think it was like right before Christmas, about 5 or 6 years ago, and it was kind of a sad thing because we lost a good customer. But then a couple months later, we got a phone call from the estate, representing his estate, and it seems that Lemmy left a note in his will that that he wanted me to value all of the pieces for purposes of his estate. So they asked me whether I would be interested in doing that, and how much would it cost. So, like I say, I had seen a few videos of Lemmy's stuff on the wall, and I figured, well, there's probably going to be about, maybe 50 or 60, 70 daggers, maybe at the most. So I thought it could all be done in a day without a problem. And then, of course, Ob and I would have to fly out to California, and he lived in a section in Hollywood where the music people live. I think it was called West Hollywood. Is that the area, Ob?
That's it.
And right off of Sunset Boulevard, is that what it's called? Yeah. And so we made flight reservations, and at the time it was fairly expensive. It was over a couple $1,000 for flight reservations, and I figured a couple $100 a night in the hotel. We'd only be there for a couple days, and so I told the estate, I said, I think we could probably do the appraisal for about $10,000, and they said, well, that's fine. So we fly out there, and we get to the hotel, and because it's right in that neighborhood of West Hollywood, it was like $350 a night, which was a lot more than I thought I was going to have to spend. But we thought, oh well. So that first night, we weren't due to see the collection until the next morning. Ob and I went up to the Rainbow Club, which is a real famous club that was actually right up the corner from where Lemmy lived. He lived in a condominium section there, near there. And when we went in, the place was, it was, one wall was completely dedicated to Motorhead and all of his albums and so forth. And outside they had some brass plaques set into the concrete, and there was Elvis there, and right next to the king there's Lemmy Kilmister. So they really loved him in that area. So we had a great dinner, and it was very enjoyable. And who's sitting next to us but what was the Presley girl's name, Ob?
Priscilla.
Oh yeah, Priscilla Presley. And old Ob went over and introduced himself, and she was real nice, and he asked if we could take a picture with her, and she said no, which I guess is probably a smart thing, because people don't know what you're going to do with these pictures and all. But it was kind of fun. And then we also met the infamous Ron, what's his last name?
Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy. I'm sure you guys that have watched a dirty movie or two in your life know who Ron Jeremy was. So I didn't shake his hand though. But there he was at the bar. So it was kind of a unique experience. So then we went to bed that night, and we were going to be all set to do the Lemmy Kilmister collection the next morning. And Ob gets up sick as a dog. Apparently he got the Norcross virus. You remember that virus a few years ago that was going all around the ships and places? And apparently he got it off the hotel railing or the hotel elevator, or maybe got it in the Rainbow Club. I don't know. But he couldn't even get out of bed. He was so sick. So I thought, wow, this is kind of a mess. So at any rate, I went up to the condo and met the people involved with the estate, and I get into this place, and it was a fairly good sized condominium, and not an inch on the wall could you see anywhere, because all the space was just completely covered with daggers. I mean, I'm talking about in the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, the hallway, even the bathroom had daggers all over it. I mean, it was just unbelievable. And it was far beyond what I thought they needed me for. And then when I got there, they said they want all of the daggers written up as to what they were on a ticket, their value, and then each dagger wrapped individually and packed in boxes. So I'm thinking, wow, this ain't going to be something I can do in a day. As it turns out, there were almost 400 daggers there, and so I was really in a panic, and I didn't know what to do. I kept seeing a big financial loss, although it was a thrill to be involved with Lemmy's collection, but not at losing a lot of money. And so I thought of my friend Serge Mache. Serge is a collector friend that some of you people may know from LA. Cheers. Oh boy. Wow, that's a strong one. That's what I need though to get through this story. So Serge had gone to LA high school even, so he knew a lot about the area and all, and just so happened that he answered the phone, and I said, Serge, can you help me? And I told him what the problem is, and he says, yeah. He says, I'll do it. I said, well, can you pick up some string tickets, because we're going to need a lot of them for all these daggers, which he did, and he got there in about an hour, and we started going to work with it then. And it was a lot of fun, because there was a lot of really great things. Primarily the collection was probably 75% SA and SKK daggers, but boy, there were probably 6 or 7 chained SS's, 3 or 4 government officials, diplomats. There were some SA daggers with the panel blades that were issued real early that had dedications, and just lots of navies. I mean, it was really a nice collection. So Rob was out for a couple days, and then finally he was able to help us, and we were in there, I guess, about 3 days, working from 10 in the morning till 7 at night each day. And I could see we still had probably another 3 days to go. And I said to the woman that was running the estate, I said, boy, we just had no idea that this collection was going to be as big as it is. And so I had to bring Serge in, and here we are. We're 3 days into it, and we're only about halfway done. And I said, this is just not going to work for us financially. And so the lady said, well, I appreciate that, but that's the budget. I'm sorry. And I was looking really forlorn and thinking, wow, it's going to cost me a lot of money for the honor of evaluating this collection. And then she scratched her head, and she looked up at me, and she said, there's no more money in the budget, but would some daggers help? And oh, that was the magic word. So in fact, that's how we finally settled out what I felt was owed, because we spent almost an entire week there with the 3 of us. Each piece had to be photographed, had to be listed what it was, a description of what it was worth, and put into the box. And what a job it was. I thought we would never ever get done, but in retrospect it was kind of fun, and I keep hoping someday that the estate will get a hold of me and ask me whether I would like to consign those daggers for them, but so far they haven't. They said they want to keep them all as a memorial to Lemmy Kilmister. Well, I don't know, 450 daggers, that's some memorial, but to my knowledge it's still intact. And I got a couple of very nice daggers there as the bonus, which Serge did also. So we were very happy with it. And how many people today can say they evaluated a collection for somebody as famous as old Lemmy was? I kind of miss the guy, and I'll tell you, there was not a more ardent collector. Although I drink a little bit, but nothing compared to Lemmy. Boy, could he really put it away, but that was well known. But anyhow, that's my dagger story, and now we'll start with the unboxing. Okay, guys, we're gonna start on our first box here. We'll see what we got. Again, I don't really have a clue what these things are, but we shall see. That's always fun, isn't it, to open up a box and knowing it's some kind of military, and just go either wow or ooh or ah. But we'll see. We'll see what we got this time. Oh, it looks like it's wrapped pretty good. Some bubble paper here, and Doesn't look too hard to get at these items. Let's see what we got. Oh, well, we can always use something like this. Wow, look at there. There's a really nice SA dagger, and wow, look at the nice cross guards and beautiful grip with the high ridge, 3-piece hanger, nice anodizing. Let's see what that grouping is there. Oh, B. Is that a B? It looks like a B to me. If that's a B, then I'll bet this is going to be a Hako from Berlin, but we'll see. Kind of looks like it with those cross guards and that grip. I'll bet this is going to be a Hako. Oh, Whitman, you're too good. It is. Beautiful blade on it. Really nice mint blade. And then the Hako logo, to me it always looks like a lifesaver or something, you know, lifesaver piece of candy. But Hako is the only maker that came from Berlin, other than the NPA Bergsmuller, but we never see them on these kind of daggers. And Hako daggers are all unique. When you take them apart, the cross guards are always numbered in some kind of black ink. At least every one I've seen is that way. So this is a very, very good dagger, and very much in demand by collectors. Wow, that's a good start. Let's see what else is in here. Let's see. Lose my cutter here. Wow, I have to have a sip after that. A Hako, boy. For you guys that collect SAs, I'll bet you love Hakos, don't you? I know I do. I never see enough of them. And they do, like all these early SAs, they just whiz out of here when they come in. Oh boy, we got another. Wow, another nice dagger with a three-piece hanger. And this one looks like it could be a pack, because it has that short upper part in the scabbard. Anodizing's not too bad. The grip is nice, fits real nice and tight. Let's see what the gal mark there. It's an NRH gal mark on the back. Nice early hanger. That hanger is definitely original to the dagger. I love to see that when all the original accoutrements are still on them. You can kind of tell by they just sort of blend in. It's got a nice blade. Yeah, I was right again. That's an EP and S. It's very nice all throughout. And it's got the Siegfried, hammering Siegfried logo on the back. I told you before what that is. Siegfried was a Wagnerian opera, and he was repairing his father's sword that was broken, and that's where they get the figure of Siegfried with the hammer and the sword. So there you go. That's a good piece. I like that too. Wow, so far so good. Nice clean things that people want. Well, looks like we got one more in here. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this is an NSKK. And also a three-piece hanger. Boy, this man really knew what he was doing with collecting these SAs and NSKKs. This is a very nice dagger too. You can see that's original paint. It's got some carrying signs in it, but I'd rather have that than a brand new paint job or something, you know. This tells the history of the dagger. And this one is a P for Pomerania. Now let's see who made this. I don't really know. It's got those really straight across guards though.
I thought you weren't calling them gal marks anymore.
Grupa
Grupa,
marks.
okay.
Sorry, collectors. Yeah, too many years of saying gal. Let's see who made this. Well, it's kind of hard to tell. It looks like the blade has been kind of polished out, and the backgrounds are going from the letters. And you can. It's a ground room.
It's an acorn.
It is an acorn, yeah. Yeah, you can just about make that out there. You know, they ground the whole room. Inscription often went right up to the trademark, but still there's enough there that we can see who the maker is. So that's kind of an interesting piece. So that's the first set of stuff.
Guy likes his hangers, though, huh?
Yeah, love the hangers, and the first two daggers were great. The last one is okay, but nothing wrong with it. It's real. But those first two are real killers. A Hako and a real nice EP&S. So that's a good start. Let's see what else we got here. I'll try this box. It looks like the post office got their revenge here. Feels like there's stuff inside, so hopefully nothing got hurt there. I'll have to talk to Dave in the post office and ask him what happened there. He's probably going to tell me, oh, we think you guys made too much money last week, so we're just taking it out on you. Okay. All right, Dave. I'll get you. See if we can get this open here. Not too bad. Yeah, I hope nothing's damaged there. Oh, we got a nice letter taped to some paper here. Let's see what this person is sending us here. Oh, it's nice and soft. Oops, yeah, here we go. Oh, it looks like a nice Kriegs flag. Oh yeah, well, we can always use Kriegs flags. They sell well. You guys know what these look like, I think, don't you? With the Iron Cross in the Canton area, and then the special Kriegs swastika in the center.
Where's Debbie at?
What's that?
Where's Debbie?
Yeah. Deb, can you hold this out a minute? We got another flag, and as always.
Oh, another one of these giant things.
It's not too big.
Not too big, no.
Well, we got it upside down, but you guys can get the idea. It's got a few H holes in it, but it doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's nicely marked here. Hold it a second, Deb. Yeah, it's a how's it? Oh, it's a Marine example too. See, when you see an eagle over an M like that, that means that the flag was made for the Navy. And then what's written here? Okay, Reich Kriegs flag in German there, and then the size 15 by 25. So it's a pretty good size flag, but we're always happy to get these naval-proofed ones. They collectors like them, and because this one has a few age holes in it, it won't be real expensive, but it's still a good flag that obviously was flown quite a bit. It has some good age to it. But the hoist is all there with the rope and all. So that's something we can use. We'll be happy to send this lady a check for that flag. So there we go, that's that. Rolling right along here. Let's see what we got next. Alright, this is a smaller box. Light a cigar, have a drink. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but duty calls. Yep, that's what I needed. That'll keep me going, guys, because you don't want me to stop talking. You don't want to just listen to the sound of the razor blade. So in order to keep talking, I have to keep drinking. They always say a little booze makes you talk, huh? Well, that's me. Blah, 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 Whitman. Well, this looks easy enough to get to here. Looks like we got another little letter. Oh, this is harder to deal with here. But I'll show you what we have if I can get to it without too much trouble. I'll show you one or two pieces here. This is stuff that oh yeah, see, this is yeah, that's the right trademark too. This is Meissen porcelain. This is what they called the Red Dragon pattern, and this Meissen was used not at the Berghof, but at the Eagle's Nest, the house on top of the mountain. And it's pretty popular and sells for quite a bit of money. It's very rare stuff, and of course Meissen was one of the best porcelain makers there were and still are today. There's more little. As you see, they all got, that's the trademark from the Third Reich period, which you want to see on these things. So there's more in here, but I won't get it all out. You got the idea. So for those of you out there that are interested in Meissen, we're going to have some, obviously. If I don't break it, don't break. So that's that. Glad to have that stuff. Oh. Now let's see what's next here. Now this looks like a dagger box if I ever saw one. Whoops, I keep knocking Hitler with his butt filled with pins there. You ever see one of those? Making fun of Hitler? Stick a pin in his ass. Okay. Let's see what we have here now. Even looks like one of our boxes, Bob. It's reusing. That's good. Oh, little letter on top. That's always good. Got some bubble wrap and it looks like another free shirt or something here. Boy, I don't know why everybody, whenever they wear out their shirts or their socks, don't give them to the Goodwill. Save them for Whitman. We'll pack a dagger in them. So let's see what we got here. It looks like a Luftwaffe dagger so far. This is something special here. Yeah, this is not a Luftwaffe dagger, guys.
Oh yeah,
You guys know what that is?
It's cut down, DLV.
It's not cut down, it's full
Full
length.
length, yeah.
Full length. Debbie,
Yeah.
can you bring me an early first model Luftwaffe dagger out of the safe? I just want to show you guys what we're looking at here, because this is a really nice thing. At least it looks to be on the surface here. And I want to show you what these things are.
Well, the fittings give it away, too.
The fittings right away. Here we go. Debbie brought an early first model. Okay. First of all, you can see that it's longer and it's thinner. Those are the first two clues than a first model Luftwaffe. But when you look at a first model Luftwaffe, the brass sun wheels, the brass are actually part of a disc that the pommel is hollowed out, and this disc was soldered into place. That was much easier than what was done with these. This is a DLV 55 centimeter officer. These daggers were made in 1934, 1935 for DLV officers, and they actually cut out the pommel and inlaid these swastikas. And on both sides of the pommel, see, and also both sides of the crossguard. And just imagine how much work that was and the skill it took to do that. Just really incredible. And of course, it's a very unique look. And then another thing you see with a lot of DLVs, they don't usually have grip wire. Some do, but a lot of them do not have grip wire. And what's underneath here is a carved piece of wood that has ribs cut into the wood, you would think, but it really doesn't have ribs. I've had them before where the leather was lifting, and you could see that actually what they did was they glued string to the wood so that it looks like there were ribs after the leather covered that string. Isn't that a cool idea? That's what they did. Also, you can see that the crossguard is basically the same shape as the first model, but it may be a little bit shorter and maybe slant a little further downward, and the scabbard fittings are of course much narrower because the blade is longer and narrower. We'll show you if you take the blade out of a first model Luft and look at the DLV. See the difference in the size of the blade? This is a pretty nice blade too on this piece. And then it just goes forever. They're so long. This piece has a maker mark of Adolf Braun. Adolf Braun was a company that was based in Berlin, and it was the company that Alcozo used to sell a lot of their products. In particular, we'll see Adolf Braun marked naval daggers, but they're Alcozo in every way, shape, and form. And then what else you have with the DLV like this is the chain. See how the chain is hooked with S fittings? See those S fittings? Whereas with a first Luft, they're just nickel tabs that were made. And also on the DLV, the snap clip is slightly different. If you compare the two, you'll see the differences right away. See how it's a little narrower where it comes in here? And sometimes these will be marked on the back too. This one is not, but what's interesting, it has a rivet in here which held this spring in place that works for the catch. And then this one also has a belt loop on it. So what you're looking at here is a very, very rare dagger, and it's in nice condition. Apparently this knot is original to it too, by the amount of wear. It looks like it's never been off of it before. So what happened when the first model Luftwaffe daggers came out, the Luftwaffe considered the DLV piece too long. They were, you know, imagine wearing a long thing like this. It was flying all over the place and getting in the way. Hard to take a leak with all that all over the place. And they made the first model Luftwaffe a shorter dagger. And we will find DLV daggers that are cut down slightly. They cut some of the blade off, cut some of the scabbard off, and put the fitting back on to shorten them the same size as the Luftwaffe. And you'll see far more cut down daggers than you ever see the original length ones like this. So this is a really, really great piece, quite valuable. It's in good condition. The leather's still pretty good. See, the fittings are held by staples because the scabbard itself has no metal in it. It's all a composition material, leather covered, sort of like a hunting scabbard would be on a hunting cutlass. So I don't know, that's the kind of thing you could look all your life to find, and may never find it. All the years I've been in this business, I've maybe had 6 DLVs, something like that, maybe 7. So this is really a nice dagger to have, and for people that are ardent Luftwaffe collectors, you just have to have that piece in your collection. Okay, we'll get to our last box now, and need a little fortitude for that. I hope it's a good one. It felt pretty heavy, so I thought, oh, I'll save that for last, but you never know. Oh boy, this is heavy. So let's see what we got here. Get this open here. Yeah, that worked. Oh, looks like we got a letter. Oh, and some dagger bags. They must have daggers in them because this box is pretty heavy. Maybe I'll put the box on the floor. Oh, I will take them out. See what we got here. Well, there's nothing in here, I don't think. Maybe he just put these bags in for padding. Yeah, there's nothing in there. You believe this, guys? Wow.
Maybe he's selling the dagger bags to us.
He's, you know, usually we, as I always say, we get a sock or an undershirt or an old towel. This guy just puts dagger bags in his padding. Boy, he must have a lot of money, that's all I can say. I like his style. Oh no, another one. They're empty dagger bags. Just, wow. I'm telling you. Yeah, and another empty one. Oh, that's stuff we can always use, and I guess really when you think about it, they are pretty good padding. Let's see, this looks a little more substantial here. Yeah, these I think are, they got Whitman names on them. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. But you know what? There's more bags in here too that have nothing in them. Yeah. 3 bags here just to pad the bottom. Wow.
Hold that for a Hitler Youth Night.
Yeah. Well, I doubt that. I think these are probably something fairly special here. I hope so. Anyhow, let's see. We'll just take them one at a time and see what we got. Well, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far here. Wow. Boy, look at the condition of that dagger. That is just super. All the anodizing, beautiful grip, beautiful early hanger. Oh, look at there. We got a serial number besides. Wow. With a group stamping 2, you don't see that group stamping too much.
Wow. Hold on a second.
Boy, what a beautiful dagger. Well, now I'm beginning to see why he padded it with dagger bags. Let's see what. Oh yeah, nice blade. Little bit of the motto is missing in the black backgrounds, but not bad. Yeah, and it's a Richard Herder. That's a hell of a nice serial numbered SS dagger. Who wouldn't want that, huh, guys? Okay, so there's one. Maybe I'll leave them out here and wow. Want to see what's next? Looking pretty good so far. Oh, boy. Wow. Look at that. Oh, those Boker cross guards and beautiful scabbard. Wow. Wow. Number 1 Grupa. Look at that anodizing, huh? That's really, really nice, really special. Wow. Oh, this has to be a Boker. Wow, nice blade. Beautiful, beautiful blade. Well, these are obviously some high quality daggers here, guys. Yeah, and there's that Boker trademark. Yeah, these are the kind of pieces that people want for the best piece in their collection. So, man, that's some nice stuff. Let's see what's next here. Boy, this has got a. It's got a kind of a coppery scabbard. In fact, it is a copper or brass scabbard with a beautiful grip. It's a real early scabbard. Something you don't see much. With an early hanger. Nice, looks like a pack with a. Oh boy, there's the. Nice blade, beautiful blade. And then here we go. Wow. It's a pack full room and a beauty too. a real one. Wow, look at that. That's really an incredible dagger. Especially with that early copper scabbard. Well guys, you're seeing some real prime. Yeah, that's 100% original. That's nice. Ooh, man. Need a drink after that one. Exciting, this stuff, isn't it? Isn't it something, the daggers that some guys have? Wow. Man. So far, those are some really nice pieces. I can't even imagine what's next. Oh boy. Oh, what a lovely thing. Wow.
Hold it up.
Look at that. It's a Type 2 all nickel chain, all nickel mounts. Beautiful grip. The anodizing is just fabulous. Really beautiful chained SS dagger. Wow. Now they don't get much better than that. Really super. Scabbard is tremendous. The grip, look at the grip, man. It's like new. And the same on the reverse too. Really beautiful. There's that SS Coulter-Zeichen stamping. Well, I guess we got to look at the blade, although I can't imagine it's not mint like the rest. Yep, there it is. Yeah, fantastic. Wow, what a beautiful chained SS dagger. Let's see if it's unmarked. Yeah, of course. Well, that's about as nice as they get, I think. That's really a nice dagger. Wow. And then there's more. Let's see what this one is. Oh, boy. Wow. Look at that beautiful thing. Again, 100% anodizing. Beautiful scabbard fittings, beautiful grip. Boy, this man, he's at the top of the chart for taste. Wow. Boy. Obviously, he liked to clean his daggers, which a lot of people feel that they were worn clean, they weren't worn dirty, so that's the way they should be. And no harm is done by doing that. Let's see what the blade looks like. Wow, real dark motto. Very nice. Ah.
Oh.
Oh. Wow. Well, what can I tell you guys? It's one of the ones with the early trademark too, which you hardly ever see. Yeah, that's I wonder if there's a number on the guard below. No, not on this one. Yeah, that's, I have to look at that again. Looks okay. It's The trademark's a little high up on the blade, but I'll have to check it out. But at first glance, it looks pretty cool. Wow. Let's see, what else could be in here? That shit just goes on and on. Look at that dagger. Man, early hanger, beautiful grip. The anodizing is perfect. It's a group number 1. Let's see who the maker on this one is. The blade's been cleaned a little bit, but let's see. Oh, it's a Robert Class. But another nice thing. Well, I don't know whether that's all of them or not, but yeah, that's all of them. Well, I can see why he wanted to use dagger bags as padding. So here's some really first class stuff, and we're thrilled to have it. And so there you go. I wish you all well. Thanks for watching these videos, and it seems like it always gets exciting. So we'll see you next time. Thanks very much.